Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad to be here with you today. I'm driving on my way to church, but I would like to introduce to you Miss Ailyn Molina. She's from New Jerusalem. She's a new 19 years old lady who accepted this challenge to have the devotional for us today. So this is your time, Ailyn. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. So, good morning. Happy Sabbath, dear leaders. Let me tell you, I'm so happy today with be with each one of you this day, especially because today we got a new Sabbath, right? We have the joy to be with our churches and be here right now doing this devotional. So I'm so happy to see each one of you, at least through technology. And um, I'm so happy too because this Sabbath just brings us closer to being with Him in the kingdom of heaven. So that sounds really nice, right? Every Sabbath just brings us closer to that beautiful moment. And today is even a more special day because you want to know why? We're celebrating the 75th anniversary of this beautiful movement, which is the Pathfinder Close. And I don't want to miss this opportunity to thank each one of you, dear leaders, for your great work and dedication for keeping this movement alive. Please know that you are doing a great job and you're helping many people, many young people like me, to seek and love God more deeply. That's why this morning I want to emphasize the importance of continuing this work, any kind, and this work of being leaders. And our most beautiful example is Jesus, which is our ultimate leader. And in these times, and especially in this generation, as young people, we need leaders. Not just any kind of leader, but leaders who seek Jesus daily, who make him their source of wisdom, who place him first in their lives. Only then they can be a true example for the youth in guiding life, leading them down to the right path, the path that leads to heaven. And I want to read a verse which I think every one of us has heard at some moment, which is in Corinthians 1st, chapter 11, verse 1. And it says, "Follow my example as I follow the example of Christ." And one of the greatest leaders that we can see in the Bible is Paul. And just like Paul, we need leaders who follow Jesus. A leader who, with love, courage, even the hardest and rebellious hearts. If we cultivate a close relationship with Jesus, so close that each day our characters can become more like His, then, by following his example, we can be victorious in this ministry for young people, impacting their lives through every program, every action, drawing them closer to Christ and winning every soul for Jesus. Dear leader, this morning, God wants you to encourage to keep going, no matter how tired or discouraged you may feel, which is fine because we're humans, or how many trials may come your way. God has called you to this ministry to fulfill a mission. Do not faint because God is with you. As a young person, I thank God for every leader who has been part of my journey in that Pathfinder Club. For every leader who has been, even when I was an adventurer back then in El Salvador, in my country, I'm so grateful to each one of those leaders who impact my life some way. You may never maybe fully know the impact of your work that you are doing on young people. Until one day in heaven, when many young people are going to come to you and say thank you because your dedication helped them reach the kingdom. Dear leader, let's press on our faith. Let's follow the leadership example of Jesus, who never stopped until he completed his mission, who endured all criticism and trials, and even the death on the cross because he loves us. He loves you and he loves me. Keep going because we need leaders who will not give up even when the storm rages. Think of every young heart that still needs to experience that God's love. And once again, thank you for the excellent work you do. for us and also the most important for God. One day, don't forget, God will say to you, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You were faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord." So remember, your labor is definitely not in vain. You are helping a lot of young people, and God will give you the victory. And let me tell you, God has given you that job to you because He knows your life and He knows you can do it and He trusts you. Let me finish with that verse of Corinthians, which says, "Follow my example as I follow the example of Christ." Thank you so much. God bless you all.